Dude, the what? Oh, dude, they just showed both of them. They're foreshadowing something. I know it. Okay, they're not even trying to hide it at this point. Generic intro, and that goes me. Here back with an episode of Assassination Classroom. Today we're doing Season 1, Episode 16, which is called School's Out First Term, where I believe they're going to be taking the end of term test that we talked about in the last episode, which is Episode 15. You can check out my reaction to that. I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a playlist on my channel with all my other Assassination Classroom reactions going in chronological order if you want to binge watch, do all of those. But I see that they're kind of in a Coliseum facing off against A-Class. It's going to be quite interesting to see how they, you know, end up with this. The next episode called Island Time, so maybe it's a good thing that happens. Probably a good thing happens and they get a vacation and go to an island or something that maybe A-Class was supposed to go to, and A-Class has to go to, you know, where E-Class's school. I'm not really sure, but shout out to the patrons because the channel could not exist if it was not for them. They got all the videos there early for $3 a month, and I really could not do this if it was not for them. But let's go ahead and jump into episode 16. Alright, School's Out First Term. Should be interesting. But they're taking the test right now. They're in a Coliseum, so they're going to be faced off against A-Class, which is a weird thing. You wouldn't think A-Class and E-Class would go 1v1.
Together. They're the people we fight alongside of, the people we fight.
Dude, that is literally karma.
The ones who want us to lose, the ones who want us to win.
Ritsu.
Almost feels like an arena.
It is an arena. But why shouldn't it be D-Class and E-Class facing off? Because D-Class are on the bubble.
But right now, we have to fight like gladiators.
I mean, against these test questions.
Another day, another bell.
I don't think Nagisa would be a Warhammer.
Begin.
I don't think that's what Nagisa would use.
Are splendid. The knowledge soaked up by those eager minds in preparation may be forgotten once the dust has settled. But c'est la vie. The character-building thrill of competition, the privilege of honing one's mind to a fine point, the ecstasy of giving it your all. That's the treasure.
Does he just love puzzles?
Oh man! The midterms.
They all have Warhammers. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, I get it. We're a top school. They start throwing advanced level stuff at us in third year. But holy crap!
Yeah,
English,
they made a
math,
beast
science,
of a test.
The whole shebang. And we're expected to move at lightning speed. Well,
I was always the
this
first
is the
one
moment
done.
of truth right here. Good luck, everybody.
When I took tests, I was always the first one done, and I was always one of the best test takers. I wasn't the best student, but I was really good at taking tests for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I never studied or anything, but I could take a test pretty good. Which is kind of weird. I remember when I took AP Copo. My very first AP class, first day of class, I mean, I was a senior. The teacher who did AP Psych, which everybody takes sophomore year, I didn't take it, but all the overachieving kids did. And very first day, he's like, how many people in here have taken the AP class before? There was like 37 kids in the class. I was the only one that had never taken an AP class before. And all of them had the teacher before for like AP Psych or whatnot. And yeah, and I like struggled that the entire year. Got like D's and C's the entire year, but it was AP class, so you know you got that curve to the GPA, but it was fine. And I didn't struggle with the class. It was just like assignments, like writing assignments, which I didn't do, and stuff like that. And I've never taken an AP class before, a class where I was required to do that. And came to take the AP exam, which is its own different thing. First time walking into it, and I was one of the less than 10 kids that passed it out of the almost 40 in the class. So yeah, that's like the best way I could sum up my high school experience. Did nothing, passed the test.
Bring it on, last problem. Oh, you're adorable. I know the card catalog backwards and forwards. You don't scare me.
The card
E-class
catalog?
scrubs, on the other hand, SOL.
Oh. Why a pyramid?
What the? Why are you
Oh,
out
was
of
that wrong?
commission? That's a quote from Huck Finn, right?
Huh?
You
What's
gotta
Huck
learn
Finn?
to relax. Seriously, come up with a good book once in a while.
I'm guessing that's an English question.
She actually got it right?
How would they
Are you
know
kidding
during
me?
the test, though?
What, you don't know Catcher in the Rye?
Don't.
Oh, wait, it's not a textbook. Why would you?
My, these are excellent questions. Good on them. I'm impressed. This
Oh,
isn't
he
just
has the
some
test
rote
there.
classic lit query. The students are asked to take an infamously thorny 20th century text and correct a misquoted passage.
Oh!
And Salinger, no less. He wrote in a style reflective of his angsty teenage protagonist's natural voice.
Wow, that's
Son of a-
crazy.
The
Having
lit
them
teacher only
fix
mentions
it.
that book in passing. We never actually read the
The Great
stupid thing.
Gatsby, Catcher in the Rye.
So nobody recommended it to you? That is a crime. Someone needs a literate octopus to push them outside their comfort zone.
Hey, you can't talk about
Holden
that.
Caulfield's rebellious spirit is enthralling, an absolute must for boys and girls.
I'm
your
related to
age.
Mark Twain,
I
fun
recommend
fact.
following it up with A Clockwork Orange. Mind-blowing.
Damn it.
When do they have time to read?
Bring it on, science!
Oh, yeah, this guy, the biology dude. Who looks like a freak of nature.
But I memorized everything!
So,
Why can't I get the armor to come off of it?
It's not that simple.
what the heck is that?
How do I put this? Science isn't just memorization.
It kind of is.
Sure, you stand on the shoulders of giants, but the whole point is to see further than they did. You have to think for yourself, make your own discoveries.
Okay. That's interesting.
More importantly, like Koro-sensei taught me, communicate. That way the next person
Communicate
can
is
stand
important.
on your shoulders.
This is ridiculous!
But,
How am I supposed to know how many times the Tokyo International Conference on African Development is met?
that's a good question.
That was a
How
close
many
shave,
times?
But lucky for me, I do know how many times they've met.
How many?
Oh, come on! What are the chances?
Yeah, why do they
Oh,
know
no
this?
coincidence. I happen to sympathize with Africa's poverty issues. Thing is, my family's dirt poor, so I kind of get it.
Okay,
Let's
I
go
get
on
that.
a trip.
To Africa?
No time like the present.
Oh, okay.
I actually got a chance to go there recently.
To Africa?
It's a fascinating place. You should visit.
That's a samurai.
Spring has gone away, and summer came, it would
Dude,
seem.
that kind of
From
so.
those
Oh,
white
it's
hemp
all.
robes, laid to dry in the sunlight on Kagu's heavenly hill.
What?
A translation worthy of your beauty, my dear.
This dude.
However, sloppy modern syntax
You're about to
is not
lose.
a satisfactory answer on the finals make.
Dude, the what? Oh, dude, they just showed both of them.
Bonnie's a
They're
member of the
foreshadowing
class.
something. I know it.
He placed second on the midterms, right below me.
Second.
Quite an accomplishment for a slacker.
There's some kind of yin and
Commendable,
yang
but not
thing.
intimidating.
They're
You see,
twins.
I am anything but a slacker.
Well, maybe Karma's doing just enough.
Oh,
I don't know.
How cute. Look at them all, so panicked. So hell-bent on not screwing up.
The key to true victory is learning how not to take the game so seriously.
What do you mean? I mean,
It doesn't
serious
matter
or not.
how hard your opponent works if you're better than them.
I'm always serious.
This should be fun.
shut up.
2 days of testing. 2 days of putting it all on the line. Everything we're trying to do lives or dies by the number of circles we get.
Number of circles. So is Karma just better than
Alrighty, class.
Asano?
This is it.
Think that's his
the
name?
test scores are in.
I mean, Koro-sensei already knows, right? No? Maybe? Oh, wait, she has like
Without further ado,
she has a little
the
thing comparing the
English
two
portion.
classes.
First in E-class. Oh ho! First in the entire grade.
Oh!
Rio Nakamura!
Nice!
That's right.
She's first.
Son of a...
He got third?
Bravo, my dear.
Who got second?
I'm
Or
glad
maybe
to see
he...
my misgivings about your enthusiasm were unfounded.
Nice.
Nothing comes between this girl and the promise of cash. There is a little matter of your tentacle, right? You haven't forgotten?
Perish the
Oh.
thought. Nagisa.
I don't
good
know if
show
that'll be
overall,
fast
but
enough.
it seems we still have an eensy-teensy issue with
That's
your
sixth?
spelling.
He got a 91,
Something
which is
to work
sixth.
on. In the meantime, as agreed, top marks in a given subject equal 1 tentacle down. So let's continue poring over the grades to see if I'll lose more.
Interesting that he
Next
mentioned
is
Nagisa
Japanese.
specifically.
First in E-class.
First in the
Yukiko Gansaki!
First in the
I'm
class.
afraid the honor of first in the entire grade goes to A class's Gakushu Asano.
Awesome. Yeah, that makes
Still,
sense.
You gave the principal's son a run for his
She got
money.
second. Yeah, she got 96, which is second. I can read numbers.
Total asshole. No kidding, right? Nakamura only beat him in English by the skin of her teeth.
Classic Type A
Oh,
personality.
Asano got second.
That's the reason he's ranked nationally, huh?
All of the big five jerks are ranked nationally.
And this dude got third.
Nobody
Okay.
gets to the top without going through him first.
Well, is Karma going to beat him in anything?
In social studies, first in E class goes to Yuma Isogai. As for first in the grade,
Also him?
you beat
Also,
out Asano for the top
nice.
spot.
Wait, is Asano just like top 3 in everything?
Excellent job, especially considering the fiendish questions they cast at you.
Right now, we're
And
2-1.
and out of the big 4, they're all finishing behind them.
First in E class for science is Manami Okada.
Not a single top 4 out or
You're
top 5
also
out of
first
Asano.
for the grade.
Not a single person outside of Asano has beat them.
Guys! Do we even need to hear who won for math? E-class killed it, no question. Nice going, Okada, yeah! Girl, that tentacle is yours, you earned it!
Yes!
Now
A-class has to do whatever we tell them.
Yeah, they do!
Which is going to be what?
Mathematics.
Karma? What did Karma get? 100?
We're 3 and 2 across all 5 subjects. The
He got
Untouchables handed us
100?
our asses. This is it. We're dead.
We still beat him on overall scores. Don't be a wuss. Could have been a lot worse. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, at least the
That's
jackass who
crazy.
stole 4th place from me is choking on humble pie. Ha! Cocky little bastard. Talk about bringing a knife to a gunfight. Guy didn't even compete.
You talking about Karma? Why is Karma like that? Does Karma... Maybe Karma
Never
isn't better.
underestimate your target, particularly when it has a monopoly on grade point averages. The best scores in E-class went to Kataoka and Takabayashi, both admirably tied for 7th place. Not surprising, they studied hard, as of course did your opponents in A-class, which is to be expected. These finals were nothing to sneeze at. One's only chance was to study.
I never
What are you
studied.
trying to say, Teach?
Someone thought they could coast by on luck and a devil-may-care attitude, and proceeded to royally screw it up.
Wow.
My congratulations to you on
He only got
retaining the top
9...
rank.
Well, I'm guessing
Also, I'd
500's
like to
max.
say,
He only got
what
9
in fact
things
you're
wrong.
saying, if not for your idiotic
Or 9
wager.
points.
Instead, let me offer my condolences. Indeed, it must be quite devastating to realize your loss made you the laughingstock of the entire school. What a pickle you're in.
The fact that he didn't get first in everything. Step in?
Thanks, but no.
Have it your way. What was that you said about finding myself at the end of a leash? You'd hope to finagle E-class into divulging my secrets, didn't you?
He knew what he was up
They aren't
to.
yours to find, boy.
That is
I won't be
creepy.
ensnared by a whelp who can't win a bet against his peers.
Why is he looking at him like that?
3 of your classmates each have a claim to one of my tentacles: Nakamura, Isogai, and Okada.
That only makes him
You, on
30%
the other
slower.
hand, have nothing, which is only fair, as that's exactly what your carefree, non-committal attitude has contributed to the cause. See where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Those who fail to apply themselves, who at the moment of truth decide to sit back and let the chips fall where they may, are destined for disappointment. Dull as the blade of the lazy
No.
assassin. In fact, I wouldn't stoop to call him an assassin at all. A blowhard and a braggart, perhaps, but an assassin? I
Doubt.
not.
He's just taunting him. I don't know if that's necessarily what you gotta do. Maybe that's what you have to do to get through to him.
bit harsh? Of course. It had to be. I cut him down so he'll spring back up. The boy's enormously talented. There's no denying that. But he's a novice. He has not yet learned how to be worthy of that talent. He refuses to meet any challenge except on his own terms. He doesn't see the true value of competition. To a young person for whom everything comes easily, the pang of defeat can be a much-needed
Okay, they're not even trying to hide it at this
on
point.
the surface, the whole concept of exams may seem arbitrary, but deep down, it's not about grades. It's about
If
rising to
Karma had
occasion. It's
Asano's
about
like
tasting the rapturing
work
triumph
ethic,
and disgrace of failure. They go hand in hand, you see. One is meaningless without the other.
That'd be
to
crazy.
win, one has to lose. The
True.
difference between the novice and the master is that the master has failed more times than the novice has tried.
That's also very true. What is the thing? There's only dreamers and losers.
Okie dokie, class. A fine showing on
And if
finals.
you're a dreamer, you
managed
always
to
like
snag
lose
top
the first
spot in
time.
3 out of 5 subjects. Let's get this assassination attempt underway, shall we? The top 3 students can pick whichever tentacle they'd like. 3 tentacles I can comfortably live without. 6, however, whew, that would have been a tad sketchy.
Hold up,
Just would have been
Octopus.
sketchy.
What's this BS about us only having 3 top spots?
I believe all subjects have been accounted for.
Wait, what?
English, science, social studies,
Nice try.
What?
I don't think so.
Japanese? Or
English,
what?
social studies, science, and let's not forget home ec. We aced
Wait,
them all, read them and weep.
Wait, what? Home ec is on the
If it was
final?
covered on the finals, it counts.
Why was home ec on the
Idiot
finals?
told us wait. I'm proud of us.
Not so fast! Home ec is a
Hang
blow-off
on,
course!
Teach. Wow, that was just plain rude. You ask me, home ec is straight up one of the most important classes.
Okay, why are we going off karma?
Come on, be a man! Home ec is the toughest one, and all 4 of them got top scores!
Wait, all 4 of them? 6 would have been sketchy.
Oh, Koro-sensei?
But don't-
We
they're-
put our heads together and got this idea.
They should just not try to kill
We
him.
were all thinking we could use our wager with A-class to kind of sweeten the pot.
Huh? Nani? Koro said they just said
The
Nani?
last day of school is always marked by a big assembly. This year, we've got some unfinished business.
Wait, what are they gonna do?
Hey, looky here. Well, if it ain't Mr. Big Man on campus himself.
Pardon me, some of us have a ceremony to get to. I don't have time
Ceremony.
to indulge the likes of you.
Whoa, whoa. Not so fast there, Slick. What's the big rush?
The entire
We
class
had a
is there.
bet, and last I checked, you lost. We don't
Yeah.
want to rub your faces in it. That's just how it is. Our demand was sent to you via email.
Who
I assume
emails
you can
it?
make that happen.
If you
What
even
is it?
try to play like none of this was for real, that's it. We'll throw in home ec. We mop the floor with you in that too, not that anybody's keeping score. Oh, wait a second, never mind.
All,
Yeah, they
how did
are.
all 4 of them get
Those kids
100?
got the better of you. It's got to sting a little.
Why is she...
Let's be honest. The home ec
Why
argument
you
was
like-
splitting hairs,
like that?
but so be it. I'm honestly glad. Sure, no accredited university devotes space to home ec on their entrance exams, but that means home ec teachers have more freedom to create an exam based on personal taste. Preparing for something that arbitrary is a near
What?
impossible feat. The limits those extraordinary boys and girls stretch themselves to.
I mean,
for a
those
leg
4
up the
worked on it,
finals
so...
gives me pause. They found and successfully
I guess they all tied
exploited
for first
the
with 100,
tiniest of
so...
loopholes just to make headway. Seasoned assassins could take a page from their book.
You're so sweet. Why couldn't we go to the assembly again?
Yeah, why?
Mr. Karasuma said our presence would be a distraction.
Yeah,
Yours,
it would
maybe,
be.
Calamari.
Yours more likely, bitch.
The pause, the... I don't know if I
Nice
should
to
say
see
this
you here.
pause.
Since when do you make time for stuff like this?
Not a big deal, man. If I didn't put in an appearance, everyone would think I was just running away.
Again.
Yeah, you should check it out sometime.
It sounds interesting.
Hi, Ritsu.
Not to be that guy, but Ritsu's stand-in is giving me a serious case of the willies, sir.
That's
Suck it up, soldier.
understandable.
We can't afford to have the real thing exposed as a machine. Her
Why not?
stand-in is my immediate supervisor's daughter, so ease up.
What?
The kid knows how to keep a secret. Her father agreed to
Yeah,
this
fair
because
enough.
Ritsu's tutoring got her grades up.
No offense, but she's been hovering around me since finals. I mean, she's nice, but she's definitely the reason I came in dead last.
Oof.
Dead last in E-class, he means, which is still around average for the whole grade.
Wait,
Who'd
what?
have thought? He's come a
Wait.
long way from the bottom.
The very bottom of E-class is average now? Put them promote them.
Fun in the sun, is it worth landing in E-class?
His usual
Dude.
pot shots are bombing. We're kinda hard to use as a negative example now.
Yeah, because they won.
Too bad Koro-sensei's not here. He's the whole reason we're standing tall.
They're smiling. Everybody else is concerned.
Term comes to a close, with E-class more aware of their potential.
Is this gonna be like the end of an arc? But this
school
is
is
only
more
episode
aware.
16.
The winds of change are stirring, fanning the flames of rebellion.
Competition's good.
Here we stand. The Earth's very survival in question. All in all, my teaching methods function as they always have, like a well-oiled machine. And yet, the
What?
underdogs threaten to become an inspiration, a beacon
Well, it
absolutely unacceptable.
If E-Class steps up, does that not just make the entire school better?
One guidebook for each of you.
Doesn't really get how to sum things up, does he? Feels like I'm playing an accordion.
These barely begin to
Those are
scratch
so
the
heavy.
surface. The irresistible siren songs of summer are beyond count.
Siren songs. God, I
Now
hope she
then,
drops that song.
As we plunge headlong into
Nobody's
the break,
gonna know what I'm talking
remember
about.
this. A certain main event is just around the corner.
Yeah, trust us, Teach. No one's gonna forget that.
Every year, this little event is a privilege reserved
We're gonna
for
have a
students
beach
with the
episode.
highest
That's
scores
what
on
it
the
is.
finals. That is to say,
Oh!
A class. This time, however, A and E class were neck and neck at the top 50th percentile. So I'm proud
Only
to
top
say
50th,
you boys and
okay.
girls more than qualify
So all of them did?
for the Kanuki Gaoka Junior High Summer Special Course in Okinawa.
Yay.
3 whole days at one of the finest resorts
Okay.
on the island.
Okinawa.
Who even cares? So they get to go to Okinawa. Big deal. It's a local trip. You were supposed to represent New Cho.
Student F.
asshole.
Oh, well.
Asano's the only one of you worth a damn.
Everyone shut up. We lost.
How do all these kids
That's
have
the
this
end
much
of it.
free time, you know? With
At
no
least have the
adults.
self-respect to be graceful in defeat. Heads will roll for this. And E-Classes next will be the first on the chopping block, followed
What?
by my father.
Wait, so...
So then,
Okay.
what will it be?
Well, we've decided we'd like to cash in our tentacle freebie options during summer camp.
Ah.
Very good. 7 tentacles will present a major handicap.
For how
but that's
long,
not
though?
all. Anything about Okinawa strike you as advantageous? Perhaps the fact that it's an island surrounded by water?
He can
I'll
fly.
be honest with you, children. Koro-sensei is more than a wee bit
Dude,
nervous.
I really
You
hope they,
know,
like,
I've
spare
already
him.
handed out the report cards for you to show to your parents, but these are the report cards specifically for assassins.
Are they all gonna go to the right place? Or not? Okay.
Double circles for the entire class. The highest score possible.
Why do they
Given
just
to
use
us
circles?
by our target.
You've become a formidable bunch. You should be proud.
And every
The
student
first
got one.
term
That's
has been
crazy.
all about the basics.
That was
which
only
you've
the first term.
mastered. But now we're gonna step things up. First term is over. Let the Assassination Classroom summer vacation begin.
And that's probably
Time
gonna
for
be the rest of the
R&R,
season,
a little
right?
supplemental study and a lot of killing.
A lot of killing? What are they gonna be killing? What do you mean? Okay, well, that's the end of the episode. I don't think there's an after credits until episode 18, I want to say. They did good. They did good. The entire class is above average now, average or 2 above average. And some of the students were some of the best in the entire school, which they're motivated. I really hope to get to the point where, like, they can kill Koro-sensei and just like, no, we don't want to. You know, let's just not do that. I mean, the money is a great motivator, which probably would prevent that. But at that point, it's like, you know, Koro-sensei is great. I wouldn't want to. It doesn't matter what the money is. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. I like Koro-sensei too much. He's just awesome. And he's doing great for these kids. I just don't understand the hatred for E-Class because, like, E-Class should always exist if it's a percentage-based thing. Like, the bottom, like, 10% of all students go to E-Class. So it shouldn't be A versus E. It should be D versus E. Because, you know, E-Class steps up, then D-Class is going to become the new E-Class. You know? Like, unless they just don't swap like that, like, ever. It's not, like, interchangeably. It's not like, you know, soccer with promotion and relegation, which I know Americans have no idea what I'm talking about. But very interesting. I'm looking forward to the beach vacation that they're going on, which should be awesome. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. I look forward to reading your comments. I hope you're subscribed. And shout out to the patrons, because I could not do this if it was not for them. But until next video, take care and keep the music.